Hey guys, Nika Beard here with a video today. The family and I, we got to go see One Piece Film Red last night, and I have to say, it was absolutely amazing. This is going to be my review of the movie. Like I said, the experience was just magical all in itself. From the very beginning all the way to the end, like, I was in tears for the very beginning of it for sure. Like, the first song, and just the visuals, everything that's going on at the same time of her singing this song is just, it brought tears to my eyes, you know? It was a great feeling and great movie. I see a lot of controversy on it, on the internet, of course, about it, but in my opinion, it's definitely better than the past few One Piece movies that's come out. Better than Stampede, better than Gold, better than all of those films. Part of me expected Uta to be the villain, which, you know, I was like, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I figured it was how that was going to go. And then watching the episodes the day before I went definitely gave me some perspective on things and left you just enough information to be like, okay, what happened exactly? Seeing characters like Bartolomeo and Trafalgar Law in the movie was amazing as well. Got to see Katakuri at the end. It was really cool. Finally, you know, I say people sleep on Usopp a lot, and we finally, you know, in this film, we got to see him use observation Haki on the same level as Katakuri, which is wild because I don't think he's there yet in the manga, but he you know, I think he has that potential. The creativity of her devil fruit ability was insane. Just the colors, like everything that happened in the film, it was just absolutely amazing. It is by far one of the most colorful films I've seen in a long time. That's for sure. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It gets pretty emotional pretty fast because Uta even makes an enemy of Luffy pretty fast in the film. You know, she doesn't want to, but then she does, and then you find out how her devil fruit ability works. And in the beginning, I was like, hold on now. How is she doing this exactly? I'm like, there's no way her ability is to manipulate reality. No way Oda would give her that devil fruit ability. Or like, period, because that's just too broken. And it come to be, she had the Sing Sing fruit. You know, I don't want to spoil too much about what happens, you know, but things aren't as they seem at first, you know. And later it's like, whoa, that's pretty broken. Like how she did it and how she set it up, it was pretty broken. Like she had the whole world pretty much in her hands saying, you know, I'm going to make sure everyone's happy, but it was going to cost people their lives. But they wouldn't even know it. So it was very odd, very, very powerful, very, very powerful ability. Very overpowered. And, you know, we finally get to see Shanks towards the end. And that was absolutely amazing. We even see him in a little flashback for Elegia. Elegia? I don't know. I can't remember quite how to say it. And it was pretty cool because I got to take my wife and my oldest daughter with me. And my wife is not caught up in the manga at all. She just goes off what I tell her and what she's seen pre-time skip. So yeah, she's way behind. She's seen a little bit of Punk Hazard, but that's about it. And she's like, what the heck did Shanks just do? Like, what is that? I'm like, bro, just know Shanks is a beast. And he's absolutely, like, insane when it comes to power level. I see where people say the songs were too much, and to me, it fit so perfect. It fit with her devil fruit ability. It fit with who she is, as far as Uta goes. There was quite a few songs in the film, but it felt right. It felt so right for some reason. And it was like watching a music video almost, or an AMV to a song, but it was part of the movie. But, you know, it wasn't like super action and all of it. There was a lot going on, but not always like fists being thrown, you know. And it was, like I said, I could say this over and over. It was just like watching, it was magical. It was an experience that you need to experience for yourself. It's hard to put into words how I really feel about it, because it was just amazing to me. Like the experience of seeing it in theaters, on the big screen, you know, just, and then the emotions that it carried with it. And then in the end, I was hoping that there wouldn't be a giant boss battle, pretty much. And there was. But for this movie, it felt right. Stampede felt like a copycat of Gold. But this time, it was different for some reason. It felt different when I watched it. I was like, this is going to end up being a giant boss battle. I figured that out. I don't know if it was about 60 or 70% of the way. Robin makes a discovery in basically the basement of the castle of Allegia. And yeah, she figures that out, and we see that, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, we're going to get another giant boss battle? But when it come time for it, and it happened, it felt more natural. It felt like it needed that. Like, it was best, that was the best way to go about it. And it ended up being really good, the fight between everybody. Because basically Shanks fought it and Luffy fought it, but in two different places. So, like I said, I don't want to spoil too much for you. But it was really cool. Then it was, honestly, we got to see some of the. It was really cool also that we got to see some of the red-haired pirates in action. And I don't know if this is going to continue to be canon from what we've seen in the film as far as their abilities go, but if it is, I definitely think Lucky Roo has a devil fruit ability. I don't know if you've seen My Hero, but there's a guy that's like really big like he is, and he absorbs damage and puts it back out somehow. And I honestly think that might be Lucky Roo, in a way. I'm not sure yet, but I think that's what it's going to be. And then, you know, seeing how Ben Beckman stood up for some of the innocent people, you know, he was like, he went right up to Kizaru and was like, no, nobody dies today, you know. Nobody dies on our watch. And, you know, Shanks towards the end showed off his Conqueror's Haki a lot. You know, he was putting Vice Admirals down, you know, and that's, we haven't really seen that before. Other people just stood there, but it was absolutely amazing. And what was funny is there was a guy in the crowd that is just now getting out of Arlong Park. And I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna have no idea what's going on, but you're in for a treat. And this shows where the series evolves to. So you're at Arlong Park and you see this post-Wano stuff. So you're in for a treat to know what's coming. You seen Gear 4th, Bounce Man, Snake Man, and just for a second you see Gear 5th Luffy. And it was really cool. Like, most of it whited out his entire face, just the outline of it with the eyebrows and the hair. And then you seen from behind Gear 5th. And I was like, man, I want to see more. I want to see more of Gear 5th. But I know it hadn't been animated in the anime, so that's probably why they withheld that. But, you know, I have to say, out of all the One Piece movies I've seen, this is definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite. I'm a big music fan. I'm a musician myself. That might be why I like this one so much, more than the others. But overall, I enjoyed this movie so much. To me, it's a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. And my wife, which, you know, she's the one that really got me into anime. I liked it growing up as a kid. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what anime was back then. But I got out of it, and she got me back into it. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we've watched. She's like, yeah, I don't really care for it, but this even held her attention for the whole 115 minutes. You know, it was... And then my little girl, she loves Luffy. She watches it with me, and she loves to see Luffy transform. She's like, Dad, can we watch Luffy transform? Like, I just want to see Luffy transform again. That's cool. Can we rewind it? And I'm like, yeah, baby girl, we can rewind it and watch that. But, like I said, 10 out of 10 for me. I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. And, you know, this is going to be the end of the video. You like my stuff, you know, I'd appreciate the subscribe. If you like my videos, you know, I'd appreciate you subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, commenting down below. What did you think about Film Red? You know, have you seen it? If not, you know, go see it. If you don't get to, definitely watch it when it comes out on DVD. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. But this is gonna be my review video, and you know, until next time, guys, peace.